How to install rails in the kitchen. What is a railing system? Without a railing system, the expense of a modern kitchen nowadays is not the only factor. The common hollow tube with hooks has proven to be a valuable tool for housewives and frequently serves as an adornment to catch guests' eyes. Rails were introduced into our homes from cafes and canteens as a way for arranging kitchen utensil storage. They were there for practical reasons since the cooks lacked the time to find and choose the proper pots, stewpans, or knives from among the many shelves and cabinets. As a result, having kitchen items within easy reach made their job much simpler. The benefits of railing are now accessible to all kitchen enthusiasts. Long-term rail installation is not a luxury. The foundation of the railing is a hollow tube or a rod with a diameter of several centimeters, most frequently made of stainless steel. With the aid of holders, which are most frequently sold with the kit, it is fastened to the wall. Hooks, shelves, and other components are hung on it once the tube has been attached to it and is now shown in a variety. Practically everything, from the pepper grinder to the lid or even the pan, can be found on the railing, depending on the size and kind of construction. Stainless steel is the most used material for railing systems. Without losing any of its qualities or look, it can survive the effects of heat, steam, water, and detergents. For support of any kitchen design, railing components can be matted, painted, or made to look like bronze or brass. Rails made of bronze, brass, and aluminum are used less frequently. Non-ferrous metal roof rails are more expensive than steel ones and will not fit into any interior, and aluminum systems will bend with time. They are typically found in elegant kitchens that were built in the traditional design. The installation of rails in the kitchen will simultaneously address the following issues. Furnishings for the kitchen should be compact. It might be challenging to find room for several spatulas, ladles, knives, and cutting boards, even in a large kitchen with plenty of cupboards. Not a single kitchen shelf will be freed by placing these items on the rail. Place the desired items where they can be seen to speed up cooking. You should consider where and what is best to hang in advance to ensure that the railing system is truly ergonomic. For instance, it would make sense to put items for stirring food while it cooks and pot lids adjacent to the burner. Moreover, a shelf for cookbooks or spices should be placed above the table's working surface, to improve the kitchen's aesthetic appeal. The numerous designs and colors of the rail systems available are ready to mix in with the current decor in your kitchen, whether it be high-tech or vintage. Types of designs. Horizontal. The kitchens of homes and flats are where you'll most frequently see horizontal railing. Along the kitchen work surface or apron, the tube bar is mounted on wall mounts. The crossbar is mounted and then its ends are capped. The headset or wall length along which the railing is mounted determines the length of the crossbar. If the length is not sufficient, you can design a multi-tier system of horizontal rails that perfectly fits everything you have planned. You can start hanging the hooks once the primary crossbar is in place. There are several railing options available on the market, in addition to single, double, and S-shaped hooks, racks, shelves, and different containers extend the railing system's usable surface. You shouldn't, however, being misused for another use than intended, but it might also be obstructing access to tiny appliances like a kettle or microwave. Installation of a horizontal railing is advised at a distance of 40 to 50 centimeters from the work surface, but not closer than 5 to 7 centimeters from the hinged shelf. The installation of the railing at an adult's eye level is generally the most practical. If the wall is covered with tiles, the height of the railing installation can be chosen while taking into consideration the fasteners in the joint between the tiles. The corner of the kitchen set is the ideal location for installing vertical railing. As a result, kitchen space will be utilized more effectively. It is preferable to build a railing on the kitchen's bar table. The suspension rail's height needs to be manageable for users. That is, in a way that makes it simple to take heavy dishes from it and hang it back while also preventing head contact with the pots and pans. The kitchen island is seen to be the ideal location for a suspended handrail in rooms with high ceilings. How to fix? In less than an hour, you can manually install a horizontal railing. Along with the purchased railing, installing it requires a minimal set of tools that are typically found in every home: a pencil, a hammer, a screwdriver, a perforator, screws, and concrete anchors. A railing systems kit frequently comes with consumables, such as screws, already installed. Installation of horizontal railing. Make pencil marks on the wall where the railing will be attached so that additional drilling holes may be made there later. Wall mounts will be put in place with the help of these holes. It is recommended to leave a 50 cm gap between each hole. If there is more than 60 cm between fastenings, the crossbar may flex under the weight of the hanging appliances. 2 holes are sufficient for railings that are under 1 m in length. The holes must first be marked, then they must be drilled, plastic dowels must be inserted, and then the holes must be carefully hammered in. The bushings included in the package for the railing system are then put in the holes with the aid of a self-tapping screw. It is crucial to pay close attention to this step of work, having firmly connected the sleeves, as this is where the entire construction of the railing will be supported. A crossbar is inserted through wall holders that have been placed on sleeves. It is crucial to note that the crossbar should protrude from the holders equally at both ends for aesthetic reasons. The final step involves using the kit's provided screws and a hex key to secure the crossbar's place in the wall holders. There was still finishing work to be done, including wiping the railing, installing the plugs on both sides, and hanging the hooks. It is important to keep in mind that some hook and shelf designs are fixed on the railing before the plugs. They can therefore move along the railing between the 2 holders but cannot detach from it. The following basic guidelines will help you prevent installation mistakes. The bar must be placed exactly horizontally. To achieve this, use a construction level to confirm that the holes are being marked horizontally. A diamond-coated drill bit will shield the tile or kitchen apron from chips and splits when drilling holes. It is preferable to employ this method if it is possible to drill through the intertiling rather than the actual tile. It is best to invite the master if you don't have the necessary tool because his labor will be less expensive than buying a new kitchen apron. The picture below depicts the corner railing's installation diagram, which is a little more intricate. You can, however, avoid the challenges associated with finding an angled connector. It is the crossbar's 90 degrees curved portion. Therefore, installing a corner railing won't be any different than installing a straight line design. Every hostess has her own personal preference on how to hang fixtures on a horizontal railing. There are, nevertheless, certain guidelines for positioning items on the railing. Dishwashing liquids, sponges, and hooks for towels or a holder for paper towels should all be placed on the shelf above the sink. The shelf can also be utilized to dry dishes. A shelf with spices, hangers with tacks, and a kitchen lighter would look great above the stove. Furthermore, you shouldn't put chrome ladles, spoons, or skimmers there because the oil from cooking food will contaminate them. Vertical railing installation. The vertical railing's design allows for the addition of unique struts. Additional equipment and supplies are not necessary in this situation. Place the mounted shelves on the railing after carefully following the installation instructions. As long as there are no such struts, installing a vertical railing involves marking holes on the upper and lower surfaces of the fastening, drilling the holes, inserting dowels, and securing the railing system with screws and screws. Installation of mounted railing. You should first consider the mounting system's safety when installing it. Therefore, secure fastening using anchor bolts in the shape of hooks is required. The system is suspended from the structure by chains and is designed to support both the weight of the structure and the weight of the kitchenware that is fastened to it. It is preferable to leave the mounting and installation of mounted railing to experts.